Hey guys, so we have the weekly update here for Legends, and it looks like we're getting an all-star banner with Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku as well as Majoub. Majoub was teased in V-Jump here, and then we also are getting a Zenkai Piccolo, the blue one, that's 100,000 years old. By the way, just before we even jump into the overview of these two characters, this Legends all-star banner is not releasing until the 31st at 2 a.m., which is Friday night, basically. For US, so this banner will not be dropping tonight, so we won't be able to actually use the characters or summon for them until the 31st. So if you guys are interested in summoning for them, just keep that in mind. This banner is not coming out tonight. So I also will be doing two different breakdown videos just because there's a lot to cover here. I'm going to be doing this one to talk about the Goku and the UUB, and then the other one will be specifically on the Piccolo, who is coming out tonight. So we'll be able to take a look at him in a separate video here. But just talking about Goku and Majoub. So Goku is a melee type unit, so I'll be comparing him to a melee type unit, and then Majoub is a range type unit, so I'll be comparing him to another range type unit. So Goku here, stats at 14 stars, 242,000 strike, he has 229,000 blast, so way more geared towards strike. And then his defenses are actually pretty good, 160,000 strike and then 167,000 blast defense. That's pretty high. This blast defense number is very, very high. When you compare him to Android 17, who's also a melee type, this guy's way more strike attack, like a lot more strike attack. He also has more blast, doesn't he? Yeah, he also has more blast attack. And then his strike defense is higher. Honestly, yes, looking at Android 17's stats, they're definitely way better than Goku. If you take a look at the actual placement on the list here, Goku's all the way down here. He's below Yellow Sin. Okay, yeah, the stats are a little bit weak, I would say, for this Goku, but we shall see what his kid is actually able to do here on Sun Family, Saiyans, GT, so he's on like a lot of these good tags, right? Alright, so these are actually very short, okay. The main ability is Does It Hurt? It draws Ultimate Arts card Super Dragon Flash next. Restores unhealth by 20% and ki by 30. 40% of damage inflicted for 15 counts. Cannot be cancelled, that's... 15 counts is probably only going to be useful for the time he's currently switched in. And then reduces damage received by 20% for 15 counts. Cannot be cancelled. This is, I would say, an okay main ability. I wouldn't actually call this super crazy. At this point, recovering health and ki is pretty standard. Drawing ultimate card is standard. So this is like the additional bonus stuff he's getting. It's definitely powerful, right? The ability to get extra damage when your main ability is good. But the fact that it only lasts for 15 counts, and as well as the damage reduction, means that, you know, if you use this main ability and you switch out, you're not going to be able to make use of it again once you're switching back in, because it's basically going to be expired at that point. First unique ability is High Speed Fist. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. 20% damage inflicted, cannot be stacked, cannot be cancelled, okay. And then 50% of damage inflicted for 10 counts, cannot be cancelled. So... why is he getting two separate instances of that? This is I guess he has 20% damage that doesn't expire after 10 timer counts. Is that why they did that? 10 timer counts is really not that long. I don't know why they limited that to so little timer counts. So he's gonna have 70% damage inflicted pretty much for 10 counts. Reduces damage received by 40% for 10 counts, and then increases Arch card draw speed. Wow, 2 levels. Okay, that changes things here. Okay, hold on a second. Arch card draw speed by 2 levels for 10 counts. Yeah, that definitely does change things a little bit. Let me actually zoom in a little bit. I've seen some feedback saying that they would like for me to zoom in, so there we go, easier to read. Yeah, double card draw speed, just straight up for existing. That definitely does make a difference, but that is also for 10 counts. And the funny thing about this is, you know, having the extra card draw speed means you would want to be switched in for a longer period of time, but, you know, with these buffs only lasting for a short amount of time, you're not really going to be able to, like, do super, super long combos. Second unique is Overflowing Superpower. Applies the following effects to self every time this character uses a strike or blast card. 15% of damage inflicted for 5 counts. Oh, 40% to ki recovery. And then -3 to strike and blast what's cost. Yeah, dude. That... okay, that... interesting. This is going to pair up super... now I know why they made it so short. This is going to pair up super well with the card draw speed. Getting ki recovery and cost reduction every time you use a card in tandem with double card draw speed, that's That's a recipe for a very, very long combo. But again, the long combo with like a, you know, parentheses in there showing that, you know, only all these buffs are only lasting for like 10 counts. So he'll be able to do some good damage for those 10 counts, but then after that, it's kind of like he fizzles out very fast. You have to switch him back out, switch him back in again. All right, regular strike, regular blast. Special move is a super Kamehameha. Major impact damage, 30% of special move damage inflicted for 3 counts. He shortens allies sub count by 3, but it's on hit. So if you miss with the blue card, it does not shorten their sub count. Okay. That's pretty good. I like this. I would have liked massive damage, but major is fine. The special move is Shatter Blast. Looks like it's a one of these AoEs that's very, very beloved by all the players of this game, right? Restores own ki by 20 upon activation. This is like, if you guys don't know what I mean by that, it's like the red LF Zamasu, Fusion Zamasu green card, right? And the UI Goku green card is pretty much what it is. Restores ki by 20. The following effects occur on hit. Shortens allies sub count by 3. Wow, this is ridiculous. Restores all of your own cards and randomly draws 4 new ones. So let's think about what this is actually doing here. So you're drawing a full hand of cards with this green card. So if you have like no cards in your hand, because a lot of times if you land this green card like this happened to me a lot with Majoub, Vegeta, Zamasu, UI Goku. If you don't have a strike card, right, and you use one of these knockback AoE green cards, and you only have like a blast in your hand, you can't really combo off of that because you can't move up. But if you're drawing a full hand and then also gaining ki on this, that's going to basically guarantee that you're able to continue the combo. And then on the top of that, you can continue the combo by switching into someone else on your team, like, you know, Purple Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who gets ki on switch in to continue that combo with a full hand of cards. That is a very, very... This might be one of the better green cards in the whole game. This is a very powerful green card. The ultimate is the Super Dragon Flash. Deals massive impact damage. 40% ultimate damage inflicted for 3 counts upon activation. Shortens ally sub count by 5. This guy's a lot of sub count manipulation. This is sub count manipulation. This is sub count manipulation, and so is this. So keep in mind, he's popping his main. He's drawing the ultimate. He's getting 40% damage from the main, and he's getting another 40% damage from the actual ultimate activation. So he's basically getting 80% extra damage when you use the ultimate here with massive damage. So that's really good. Keep in mind that this is on hit as well. So if you miss the ultimate, you're not going to be able to shorten ally sub count. He also has this card, Double Strike. One of them has 20% strike damage inflicted. He's buffing GT, Sun Family, and GT and Saiyans. So 35% to strike, attack, and defense, and then 18% to blast attack for both GT and Saiyans. That's a really good... This guy seems really good to me. At first, I was very, very skeptical. Number one, the unique abilities are very short, which is not a good sign. But number two, 10 counts? Like, I was like, I don't know. But I do think this guy will be actually pretty good. This is not a character where you're going to bring him in and he'll be, like, wiping the floor with people in 2 cards. This is a character that's going to be comboing for a long period of time. And the sub-count manipulation, the green card, this is going to easily allow him to start combos. This is going to do tons of damage. This guy really does look really good to me. I like the design of him. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. So now you have Majoub. So Majoub, we already knew who was yellow. They stood that in V-Jump. So he's a ranged unit. Automatically, like right away, the one thing I noticed is that he's not on regen. So I'm a little bit confused as to why. I mean, I know why, right? But my logic is if Super Baby 2 is going to be on the regen tag, I'm a bit confused as to why this guy is not on there, but I get it. But he's on GT and Fusion Warriors, so I mean, I don't really expect him to be a staple on the Fusion Warrior team, but in terms of GT, I expect that to be his main tag, right? He pretty much has identical offenses, 240, and then defenses are pretty solid, 162 to 168. So comparing him to Vegeta Blue, who is another recently released ranged unit, I would actually say his stats are pretty identical to him. Pretty much the same offenses as Vegeta Blue, has slightly higher blast, and his defenses are superior. So, pretty good. This Vegeta Blue is very, very good. And then in terms of his placement on the actual list here, he's actually, you know, he's in the 4th row, which is not bad. In the jungle of all the Legends Limited units, pretty much. So, that's good. Alright, so... yeah, this is a much longer unique abilities here. Main ability for him is You Won't Be Rid of Me Until You're Dead. Draw the ultimate arts card Cyclone Stream next. Restores ally health by 15% and ki by 40, so it's a team-wide heal, is pretty good. 40% of blast damage inflicted for 20 counts, and then increases own arts card draw speed by 2 levels for 10 counts. That is very reminiscent of LF Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta here, who also, I believe, gets the same buff. Yeah. 2 levels for 10 counts, 50 ki. So, this is pretty much just a much better version of this God Vegeta's main ability. If you guys were around when this guy came out, you know just how ridiculous level 2 card draw speed is. So, this is a really powerful main ability. I mean, team heal, 40 ki, draw the ultimate, 40% blast damage, and double card draw speed. That's a really good main ability. First unique is Fateful Fusion. 15% of damage inflicted by allies when battle starts. So he's a support unit as well, okay? That kind of reminds me of LF Piccolo a little bit. LF Piccolo does have a buff similar to that, where he just buffs all allies for existing at the start of battle, I think. Yeah, 20% damage inflicted by allies or your buddy. I mean, this can be cancelled, though, so that's... Does the game not cannot be cancelled? No. So, it's similar to the LF Piccolo buff. Applies the flank effects itself when this character enters the battlefield. Restores ki by 40. That's good. 70% damage. Reduces damage by 30%, and then draws a green card next. Activates once. Okay. So already that's a decent unique ability, because with this in combination with the actual damage buff, he's getting 85% damage and 40 ki when he switches in. That's good. The second unique ability is Latent Majin Power. Seals enemy strike arts cards when changing cover. That's interesting. The sealed arts cannot be used for 3 counts. Applies flying effects to self every time when an arts card is drawn while this character is on the battlefield. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen because it said that in V-Jump. So, strike arts card is 30% chance for next strike arts to inflict enemy with paralyze. Ugh, really? Blast arts card, -3 to blast arts cost for 15 counts. That's always going to be the case, okay. I'm wondering if these can stack. I mean, this one says cannot be stacked. So, if you draw like 3 blast cards in a row, you can have -9 to your blast arts cost, okay. So blue card, oh no, this is a green card, reduces next damage sustained by 25%, cannot be stacked, okay. And then a blue card is 25% of next special move damage inflicted. This one can be stacked, but I mean, how often are you really going to be drawing multiple blue cards? And he has endurance, okay. just slapped on at the end there. By the way, he has endurance, by the way. Okay, that's pretty good. So I would say automatically based off of the fact that he has endurance. He's already probably better than like Nova. He's better than Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the LF one. Yeah, I mean, he's just already replacing Nova. Nova really didn't have any time to do anything. Okay. All right, his special move is the Majin Beam. Massive impact damage, cancels enemy attribute upgrades on hit, activates twice. That's a good effect to have on there. The special skill, remember, he draws the green card once. No, dude. Oh my god. Another one? Dude, every unit coming out is going to have this. Okay. So, this guy not only has a green card that has an AoE knockback BS effect, but he also has this. This guy's going to be very annoying to fight. I can already feel myself getting very angry fighting this guy. Applies the following effects upon activation. Randomly draws 1 new card. Restores ki by 50. Okay, it's already really good. 50% to next arts damage inflicted. And then he nullifies enemies' actions that activate this dude. What? Okay. Cyclone Stream deals massive impact damage. Applies the following effects self upon activation. 30% ultimate damage inflicted for 3 counts. And applies attribute upgrade minus 50% sustained damage cut effects for 3 counts. And applies the following effects to all enemies on hit, reducing by 70, and then minus 80% to health restoration for 40 counts. That's all enemies. So that's a very crippling debuff. And then he holds a healing card. Blast card that restores own health by 5% when used. He's buffing. Oh, he actually does buff Fusion Warriors. Okay. Fusion Warrior, GT, and then Fusion Warrior and GT. I wonder what that's geared towards. So strike and blast on both offenses, and then strike defense for both. This guy sounds so annoying to fight. I don't think he'll be doing like crazy damage. But his kit is really dumb. This is gonna be annoying as hell. Obviously this isn't. Dude, this green card is like, what were they thinking with this? He gets this on the green card activation? What? Dude, I don't know. This guy looks really good. Majoub looks good. Okay. Well, okay. In terms of the Fusion Warrior team, I mean, he's competing with Blue Gogeta. I think he replaces Blue Gogeta on the Fusion team. Dude, I don't know. It's tough. I love Blue Gogeta. I feel like Blue Gogeta is a unit that is very well, maybe not anymore, but at least when he came out, he was very underrated. I don't know. I feel like it's close. Blue Gogeta probably will just be better straight up if you have him at higher stars, just because his stats are way better. Like 263,000 to his main offense. Plus he's doing way more damage, right? He has like all these extra buffs against powerful opponent, which is a very common tag you fight. His ultimate's gonna hit way harder. I feel like this guy is probably going to be a better option if you have him at like a high star level. Blue Gogeta, just in a head-to-head competition, I think he's better. Without really using Majoub right now. But really solid option for the Fusion Warrior team, Majoub here. And then on GT, I mean, it's not even... He doesn't have any competition. I mean, Super Saiyan 4 Goku is not going to compete with Majoub. Nova is not going to compete with Majoub. Dude, Nova got railed. He's never been useful. You know what's funny? This guy got replaced by Nova, and then Nova got replaced by Majoub in like 2 months. This Goku, I'm pretty sure, came out in like April. The following month, Nova came out, and now Majoub's out, and he's replacing Nova. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Majoub is just the instant go-to yellow unit for the GT tag. And then same thing with this Goku, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Let me actually pull up like the Sun Family tag and stuff like that. But for GT at least, there's no blue unit that compares to this Goku. I mean, Ice Shenron? No. So, Super Saiyan 3 Goku Saiyan. There's like a bajillion, million, gazillion blue Saiyans, but is this blue Goku realistically going to be better than like Zenkai Namek Goku? Probably not. So does he fit on the Saiyan team? Yeah, he could be a good option for the Saiyan team. He's not specifically needing a certain tag to be on his team with him to be good, but I think they're better options for the Saiyan team. Sun Family, same thing. I mean, if you don't have Zenkai Namek Goku, this is probably the next best option. Him or Revival Goku. Revival Goku is very good still. But Namek Goku is still #1 on this team, I would say, for blue. In terms of the banner, by the way, yeah, I already mentioned this earlier, the banner's not going live until the 31st, 2 a.m. It goes until the 16th of September. It's up for a long time. It is an all-star banner, so it does have the missions available. And the lineup is actually very good. Revival Goku, purple Demon King Piccolo, purple Hit. We have yellow Vegeta. Like, these units are good. Red Frieza's still good. Like, a lot of these units that are on here are really good. These guys both really good Zenkais. Some of these units are not that great. Like, obviously, Super Baby 2 has fallen off. We got the best unit in the game here. Green Baby Vegeta is finally coming back. And then that's pretty much it in terms of the units. I think this is a good banner, because remember, these are going to be... Well... Does it actually say? Yeah, Sparking Rare to guarantee it. So this is a banner that does guarantee a Sparking every summon. This is a good banner. Majoub is really good. This Goku is really good. Really good. Hit's really good. Yellow Vegeta really good. Red Frieza is still able to hold his own pretty well. These two are two of the best Zenkais. And this guy's okay. The Zenkai launch is solid. Yamcha's okay. And the rest of units are trash pretty much. But like, 2/3 of the banner is really good. This guy's a solid bench for powerful opponent. So I wouldn't really say this banner's a bad banner to summon on if you want to go for it. We have a new story event coming, the Final Face-Off, Full Power Frieza. This is just one of these original series, story events here. So it's just more crystals for free. I think there's new equipment in here as well, which we'll talk about in a second. We have Just Try to Surpass Me coming back. Just do it. It's gonna give you some free tickets here. So if you can do it, obviously do it. But if they make it very hard and like restrictive, then oh well. The new equipment that we have 3 new pieces of equipment. We have an awakened one. Actually, we have 4 technically. We have an awakened one here. This is a Piccolo equipment that is very annoying on awakened to roll. The middle slot's like horrible. But this is a Piccolo only equip, which we'll talk about in the next video, which will talk about this guy getting a Zenkai. But strike and blast defense up to 13%, and then he gets one of the following: blast, strike, or health restoration in the middle slot, and then he gets blast attack up to 30% slot 3. This is a decent awakened equipment here. Next we have this one, which is for Lineage of Evil. 10% health, instantly very, very good. Now, Lineage of Evil is a tag that I would say desperately still needs a lot of help. This Frieza definitely helped them out a lot, but, I mean, dude, can we get a Zenkai for, like, one of these powerful units, like the yellow full power for the old yellow one, Green Golden Frieza, First Form Frieza? Like, one of these guys needs a Zenkai like Super Saiyan 4 Goku did for GT, and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Or even, like, multiple. Like, imagine if this purple Frieza got a Zenkai, and then, like, Green Golden Frieza got a Zenkai. This tag would be really good. It needs the similar treatment that GT had, or else it's just not going to be competitive. But this equipment is definitely really good. Both offenses and then health up to 10%. Definitely going to farm a bunch of those. We have You've Got a Big Mouth, and it's time I shut it for you. Health restoration up to 12%. That's actually going to be pretty good for LF Purple Frieza. And then it's Blaster Strike, and then Blaster Strike again down here. Health restoration is good. I mean, it's going to help this guy too. Remember, he heals at 60% HP once that part of his unique is activated. This guy heals every time he switches out. And that's pretty much it. Everyone else on here. I mean, I guess this Red Frieza too also heals with his ultimate, right? This guy heals with his endurance. So there's some healing going on here. But this is actually Frieza Force, not even just specifically LOE. So if you guys are using like the minion team with like the Apul units, there is like Rowberry who heals the team. There's Nabana who heals the team with his main. So those health restoration stats can also help that. Then we have this equip. This is a Fusion Warrior equipment. I assume this is from PvP because it doesn't tell you how to get it. That's a really good equip. Every single Fusion Warrior main, or even player who uses Fusion Warriors, should farm this. 10% health in both defenses. That's a premium piece of equipment right there. So, yeah, that's a nice addition to that Fusion Warrior team. But other than that, that is pretty much all we got in this update here. Let me know down below what you guys think of UUB and I don't know why I can't click on this, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. To me, I think UUB looks better, but it's pretty close. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and record the next video now, going over the Blue Piccolo Zenkai. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you all in the next one.